Muscle from the heart, that is the aorta. So if you consider this as the ascending aorta, okay,
Yes.
and then it forms an arch, the arch of aorta, and then continues down as the descending aorta, that is thoracic, and then the abdominal aorta, right? So now today's lab is on the blood vessels of the head and neck, the thorax. Clear? So now from this arch of aorta, okay, so from this arch of aorta you have the vessels, which three vessels mainly coming from, okay, so one big vessel that is called as the brachiocephalic trunk, okay, and then next is the left common carotid, and then left subclavian. These are the three main branches from the arch of aorta, which are the main vessels which supply the head and neck region as well as the upper limbs, head and neck and upper limbs, okay, and some branches from even this also, they will be supplying the thoracic region, and even many branches from the aorta. So these all supply the head and neck and thorax. So today's topic is head and neck and thorax. So we are concentrating on these three vessels and some branches from this thoracic aorta, whereas abdomen and the lower limbs are supplied from this abdominal aorta as it goes down, dividing into the common iliac vessels, okay, so which will be going down, and even branches from this aorta also will be supplying, like 2-3 arteries mainly, superior mesenteric, inferior mesenteric, and also, okay, celiac trunk. So they will be supplying the abdominal area, and these supply will be in the lower limbs and even the pelvic area, okay. So now we are interested in about this, okay, the descending thoracic aorta and three branches from the arch of aorta. So you can see it here. This is the ascending aorta and this is the arch of aorta, okay. You have three branches coming from this arch of aorta. This is the brachiocephalic trunk, the common carotid, left, and left subclavian. Clear? Yes. So now this brachiocephalic trunk on the right side, it runs upwards through the root of the neck. At the root of the neck, it divides into two branches, okay. One will run upwards, that we call it as the right common carotid, and one arches laterally, so that is called as the subclavian artery. Which subclavian? Right subclavian, okay. So this, the left common carotid also runs upwards, okay, and the left subclavian, it arches. So here it is from one trunk, that is the brachiocephalic we say, and here it is, they are separate branches from the aorta, okay. So this is the subclavian, left subclavian, right subclavian. Clear? Yes. So now this aorta, common carotid artery we call it as. What is this called as? Common carotid artery. This is what is this? Adam's apple. That is thyroid cartilage. At the upper border of this thyroid cartilage, it divides into an external carotid artery and then internal carotid artery. Okay, this is the internal carotid which goes through the carotid canal into the cranial cavity and supplies the brain. Clear? So now this is the external carotid artery, okay, external carotid, okay. So now this is also same. This is the internal carotid and this is the external carotid. Clear? Okay, yeah. So now come back to again the subclavian. So these many branches from the subclavian artery, follow my words, branches from the subclavian artery and branches from the external carotid artery, they supply the outside, the face, head, neck region. Okay, what are the vessels? Big vessels, two vessels which supply the head and neck area, head and neck, the subclavian and the external carotid, subclavian and external carotid. So this internal carotid artery doesn't give any branch in the neck. So internal carotid is the main artery which supplies the brain, the nervous system, okay, and few branches they also come out and then supply the scalp area, that's it, okay. So majority, you can say almost 90% of the head and neck is supplied by the branches of the external carotid and the branches of the subclavian artery, okay. Now we are interested in external carotid and subclavian. So first subclavian. So immediately after coming out to the root of the neck, so there is a one muscle, what we call it as scalenus anterior. What is that called as? Scalenus anterior muscle. This subclavian artery runs behind this muscle. What is this muscle? Scalenus anterior. Scalenus anterior. You can say it SA. Okay, scalenus anterior. So this scalenus anterior muscle, okay, divides the subclavian artery into three parts. Okay. So from its origin, that is what is that rib will be there, the first rib. From there origin till to the medial border of the muscle, we call it as first part, and behind the muscle we call it as second part, and rest outside it is called as the third part, and which continues as the axillary artery in the axilla. Clear? So this is the third part of the subclavian artery, second part of the subclavian artery, first part of the subclavian artery. Which muscle divides it into three parts? Scalenus anterior. Scalenus anterior. There are three: scalenus anterior, scalenus medius, and scalenus posterior, like that. Okay. The scalenus anterior muscle divides the subclavian into three parts: first part, second part, third part, both on the right side as well as on the left side. Okay. So now there are branches from the first part, branches from the second part. So which supply the neck, whereas third part they mainly supply the upper limb, the scapular muscles and the structures in the axilla. So now we are interested in only the first and second part,
Victor,
which supply the neck. Yeah.
this muscle